Hello, guys. Welcome back to a new episode of TPPI, and I want to start off by thanking everyone for the feedback, and suggestions for what to do with the far side of the base, over there to the what is that, the west? No, is that the east? No, it is the west. It no matter. But yeah, I've decided what I'm gonna do. I also received many other useful suggestions, um, and so I've got ideas of what I want to do with the far side of the base. I've also decided that this room sucks and it's not optimized properly. Most, specifically these machines here, because these the blast furnace and the grinder, at least they can have 4 grinders, the attached to each side right here, one per side, and this can have 4 blast furnaces set up to the main block here. And I mean, I don't have good access to all 4 sides and whatnot, so that's just bad. It sucks. And also, I need to have more machines. And what I mean by that is that, like, say for the plate bending machine here, I have more recipes that go through this machine than I can even fit in the ME interface. And if I'm trying to, say, craft a what is it called? I need one of these for it. It's a advanced machine casing. So I need to craft chrome plates. And then for the highly advanced machine block, I need more chrome plates and titanium plates. And I'm using the, come on, cycle to it, the steel machine hull, which also needs steel plates. So this whole thing bottlenecks, and it takes forever. So I want more machines to be able to have things crafting in parallel, just to get maximum crafting speed out of stuff. Same thing for this macerator, and I've got so many recipes in here, and same thing with a bunch of these other machines as well. So I want to rearrange this room. I want to add more machines in here, and I think there's a couple of other GregTech multi-blocks I may build, and I can put in here as well. And then I'll probably be moving out all of the thermal expansion and the Ender IO machines. This will probably get torn down because I'm not, this is just a simple ore tripling setup, and it's basically completely unnecessary. So I can move all the stuff in here to a different machine. So that'll be removed. All of this stuff will be consolidated together into a different room entirely. And I think this whole room is just going to be for IC2 and GregTech multi-block machines. I don't know where the room for this stuff will be yet, but that's not even what we're going to be doing in this episode anyway. I just wanted you guys to know about that. That's on the table for the future. And I guess I kind of indicated last episode that I was going to build the fusion reactor, but that is on hold because I want to get, I want this base to be a good base, I want a great base even, and I don't want to just rush fusion reactor and then, lose all interest and then just, leave stuff as it was, sort of kind of half done. And in order to be able to do that over here, actually, I've decided I'm going to upgrade my power system in this episode, and it's not going to be adding more of these, reactor turbines. I'm going to go with IC2 power. I'm going to make some nuclear reactors because I was trying to decide what I would do for power. I could do geothermal, but that's really easy and boring. And I could add more of these, but then I'm going to have to scale up these again just to continue to stay positive on Yellorium, to feed the reactors. But I mean, these 3 laser drills right here, this is 120,000 RF a tick. And that's a lot. That's like, what is that? 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. that's almost this whole room powers those 3 laser drills. and then everything else upstairs as well at the same time. So that means that, just this one unit is powering the entire rest of the base. And sure, I could add 2 more over there, but it's not enough power, and having these machines overclocked as they are, and these machines need to be overclocked just so I can have reasonably fast crafting speeds. And like, I'm crafting tungsten in here, and without overclocker upgrades, look at that, 1,143 seconds. I don't even know how many minutes that is. I mean, man, that's like 20 minutes, I think, almost, for 1 ingot, which is why I've got 3 overclocker upgrades in this machine, and it still takes a while. And then I can't have it, cooking up in parallel over here, because once it starts cooking in here, I'm basically power negative if I want to try to craft or process anything else, and I think it's just ridiculous. So I'm going to do nuclear power. And part of the reason why is because I have a lot of uranium. Yeah, there you go, 731. That's a lot. That'll last a while. And I just showed you all the stuff I have in my inventory, so you can see that. And in this room here, I don't want to show you yet, but I've ripped everything out, and it's going to be a reactor room. I've already coated the walls and the floors in reinforced stone, double thickness here. There's 2 layers, just to be sure no explosion gets out. And I put it on this side of the base because it's sort of far away from everything else that I would consider, more important over in that direction. So, if anything goes wrong, hopefully, between the layers of reinforced stone here and the distance from everything else will be fine. And the reason why I haven't filled out this wall with reinforced stone is because I wasn't sure how much room I'd need in here. So finishing this wall will be last, just in case I need to dig out in that direction. I don't want to have to tear out 2 layers of reinforced stone just to have to like move everything over, by like 2 blocks or something. That would take a while, because this stuff takes a while to break with my current pickaxe. Maybe if I had like the Vajra or something, I could insta-break this. I'm not sure. But anyway, so we're gonna set up the fuel processing system here, and I built a hazmat suit because some of this stuff can hurt me. Let's put this away. I'm gonna start with actually not that block. I'm gonna start with an industrial grinder, and I have an industrial grinder here because this gives the best yield with processing. Oh man, no jetpack. That sucks. This gives the best yield when processing uranium. And by best yield, I mean it gives you plutonium. And there's basically no other way of getting plutonium other than this. And I think you can get it out of like recycling spent fuel rods. So this will give me, a little extra plutonium for when I need it for making higher tier fuel. Because there's 2 types of fuel in this pack. You can, let's see, there's uranium fuel rods, and there's the depleted uranium. So you have uranium fuel rods, and then you have MOX nuclear fuel rods, and I think that stands for mixed oxide or something like that. Apparently, it's a real thing. I wouldn't know though, but yeah, there's no plutonium fuel rods, and that's because where's a regular MOX fuel rod? Oh, there's tritium fuel rods, huh? And lithium. Okay, I never noticed that. But anyway, so the MOX fuel rods take plutonium to make the fuel that you stick in the rod, and the only way you get that is from the processing spent fuel rods. And wait, I already said all this. I'm rambling here. But anyway, to get to higher tier fuel rods, I have to use regular uranium fuel rods first. It's basically to sum it all up. And although the Mox fuel rods create, they put out a lot more power, but they also make a lot more heat. So that worries me a little bit because I've never used the Mox fuel rods before, and I don't know. I don't even know if they're fully implemented in this version of IC2. This is IC2 experimental in this pack. And I was gonna dig up a little trench here to have all these wires in the floor, and I forgot. So I guess I'll just set this up like this temporarily, so you guys can see sort of the fuel processing chain. Need the gotta disable redstone control. Okay, redstone control disabled, and I'm gonna have this. Is this the power tesseract? No, that's the water one. Hey, don't connect to that. I don't want you to connect to that. Actually, I guess that won't matter, but just in case, let's do that. Let's put a cable here. Wait, I don't need that cable there. I'm blind. Okay, so this is set up, and let's pull out a piece of uranium. Let's pull out a whole stack of uranium, actually. Okay, we'll watch this go. Let's put in 1. And as you will see, you will get 2 purified crushed and 1 small pile of plutonium. And I didn't mean to take that out of there. And so what you'll do with the purified is you'll take it and you will put it in a thermal centrifuge. And it's heating up right now. And when it gets to 3,000 heat, it'll process it into, let's find a recipe, 5 uranium-238 and 2 tiny piles of uranium-235. And once you get that stuff, you can put it in this configuration in a crafting table and get 1 enriched uranium nuclear fuel. And you can use that and put it through a canning machine to get a fuel rod. And so that's why I have a canning machine, and I also have a metal former and some other stuff, because give me that back. Canning machine is to make the fuel rods, and the metal former is to make the empty fuel rods, and I need the compressor. Why do I need the compressor? I think I need the compressor because I was going to make the... Man, what was it for? Was it the higher tier fuel rods? Fuel rods take, is it compressed? No, I thought it took compressed, plates or something. Okay, I guess okay, I don't think we need that, actually. I guess that's only in the older version of IC2. But anyway, so metal former set up. Canning machine set up. Is this going? I really want to... Okay, it's gonna go here. There we go. Okay, that lit up. It's green, so now you can see it's gonna start processing. Let's throw some overclockers in here. It's gonna go real fast. Come on, there you go. I think I need to pull a few of those out or I'm gonna run out of power. But anyway, while that's going, I'm going to, I need the reactor chambers. And, oh, that's what I needed the compressor for. It was dense lead plate and the generator. I don't have any of these recipes in the ME system. I'm going to put those in the ME system, and I'll be right back, and I'll craft those on camera. And we'll set up the reactor. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I have the reactor recipe in the system. And what is it? I'm gonna need 6 of these. I am gonna have more than 1 reactor in here. At least that's the plan. And of course, this is gonna take forever because the plate bending machine is slow, even though I have overclockers in it. It's just not as fast as I'd like it to be. So we just gotta wait. While we wait for that, actually, let's check on this. Okay, yeah, I expected that would be completely full of stuff. Okay, let's get that running again. There's our plutonium and lead. Throw that in the system. And throw this in here. I am going to run ME cables over here. I haven't done that yet, but all of this is going to be automated through the ME system, obviously. Let's get some more uranium ore going in there. And the reactor chamber should be done. Oh, no, I forgot. You need 3 for the central chamber, so actually I need 9. So I'm going to need another 3. Okay, well, that's making. We can decide where we want to set this up. And I've decided that, yeah, this side of the room will be for, processing. This side of the room will have the reactors on it. Maybe I'll have this lined up with that machine. Like right here. Oh, except for I need a block because I don't want this in the ground. I want... Where's my... Oh. Let's pick that back up. Please tell me. Okay, thank God that didn't break. For a second, I thought I saw the texture change when I picked it up, and I was like, oh no, it broke. Okay, so like this. And we have the other 3 here. This, and... that. Okay, so now we have full access to every space. Actually, that looks a little smaller than I remember it in previous versions. I remember this screen being wider. Could be my imagination. So this interface is where you put all kinds of, like heat vents or containment, reactor plating here. There's all these different neutron reflectors and heat vents and stuff, and you put in a configuration here. And unfortunately, I'm not going to do that this episode. I wanted to, but I'm short on time today, and this episode should have already gone out. But yeah, I just haven't had the time, so I'm going to upload, a shorter video today, and then the day following this, I'll upload sort of the second part where I'm going to finish the interior of the reactor, and that's mostly because I want to test out a design in a creative world before I do it in this world, just to make sure it doesn't blow up. So, okay, we have plenty of this stuff. I can make. Let's make some. Is it a cell? Not a cell. What is it called? Where is it? The fuel rod. Yeah. Okay. I have that. I added that to the ME system. Actually, let's make a whole stack of these. I added the recipe to the ME system over there, even though I wanted it in here, but I just don't have the time to set it up right now. So, but that will be moved over here. Let's make up some uranium, or enriched uranium. Okay. And as you can see, the processing this ore gives you a lot more uranium-238 than it does 235. I don't really know why that is. It seems like, as you can see, it's wildly out of balance. But I believe it's because you need more of this for. Yeah, it's for the MOX fuel. There we go. Yeah. And there's 2 different types of plutonium in this pack. There's this plutonium, which comes from, I think it's like centrifuging the spent fuel rods, and then the plutonium you get from this dust, which only comes from... Where's the recipe? Well, whatever. It only comes from this thing. So, anyway, the fuel rods should be done here, and I'll make a set of fuel rods on camera, and then we'll call it an episode, and I'll get this uploaded for you guys. It's going to be going out kind of later than I normally have it, but still on the day that I wanted it to go out, so I consider that a win. I'm probably gonna make a quad design for that reactor. It's probably gonna have a bunch of quad fuel rods in it, but I won't make those up just in case turns out I can't do that. So, but I'll have a bunch of regular fuel rods, so that's good. Huh. Okay, I don't know why that side doesn't light up, but that other side does. Okay, so there we go. We have a bunch of fuel rods, and you would stick them in the reactor, and I think if I was to put one in the reactor, it would just turn on automatically. Let's try that for a second, but let me get a lever so I can turn it on and off. Okay, so if I just threw this in here, okay, nothing happens. I guess you do have to have a lever to turn it on. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to waste a fuel rod. And this whole, the fuel rod thing breaks down into 1 uranium ore equals 1 fuel rod. So that's the breakdown of that. And, yeah, I'm planning to have at least, I think, 3, 1 there, 1 here in the center, and then 1 over there. 3 reactors in here, unless these don't put out the energy that I want and I need more, then I'll be pushing this wall back and expanding further. But we'll figure that out in the next episode. Let me get out my fuel rods. Thank you for watching, guys. And next episode, massive power gains through nuclear energy. See ya.